Hey, this is Craig Ries with Hollywood Junket. Thank you for joining us, Rock. You kind of just a little bit mentioned your family members and the numbers, but the ones that you did pick, how was their reaction and how was your family's reaction to seeing you on the show and dedicating kind of the numbers you chose to them?
Oh, 100%. They loved it. I mean, they're all telling me how proud they are of me and everything else. And when you get older and you have kids and wife, I mean, especially being this age, where you wake up every morning hoping your feet are on this side of the goddamn grass. Well, let
Right.
me tell you something, man. Anything you can leave for your family to say, hey, my dad, he did this and this and this and never gave up, and I'm so proud of him. But I had to pop him and mention him somehow because there wasn't enough cases up there on there to individually do them. But the real one, the other one was how important it was for my mother-in-law that turned 95, and she still was able to watch it, and she's so happy that I picked number 10 for her birthday because it was October 29th. So she's really happy, Joan.
I
So
love that. That's so awesome. Thank you. What were your thoughts on CK's strategy in trying to send Dr. Will home, and were you on board with that strategy?
well, I was on board with it, but the thing about this game is it's so different because in the reality games, you kind of pick them and say you're going up, and then you got like an HOA or something to stay in the game. But with this, it's like you want to be either down towards the bottom to do your own destiny like myself, play your own game, or and I was on Simmer. I was waiting till after this episode 3 before I started turning up the heat because
Hmm.
I pretty well had an idea of what was going on. And that was, like I said, why I took it, because of the Women's Alliance was forming. And I knew I would have been a Gordon Johnson if I just sat there, didn't jump up and control my own destiny. I lost that last part of that, man. I got sidetracked. I'm
No,
sorry.
just yeah, kind of were you on board with trying to get Dr. Will out early
Yeah,
on?
yeah. But
If
the
if
thing is,
if
is
if the option had presented itself.
depending on where it was in the game,
Yeah, yeah.
because DK hated him, and she didn't care too much for Sydney, so she's going to try as much as she has. But if she keeps trying and you get in a car with her, and then Dr. Will finds out, or then he teams up with Poverty for a minute because CK and Poverty, whether they had that alliance going on or not, I think Poverty was more fixed on trying to get Dr. Will out also, but it was too short for me to tell. I don't know, but I can tell you they're all great players, man, and I really liked every one of them. But
Yeah.
it depends on how soon into the game or how late into the game uh, Dr. Will, CK. But I think that Poverty and Dickson or Poverty and David are going to use Dickson to do some dirty deeds. I'm not
Oh
sure, but
yeah.
I think they are. I think they're definitely in the car. But then she bounced in and went with Philip, so it was just too hard to try and figure out. As much as I was playing low key and trying to watch everything rather than jumping in real fast and forming a let's you and me go. I wanted to see where everybody else was riding before I started committing myself.
Could not agree more.
I don't know if I can say one more thing, but everything is about chaos and disruptions and drama and deflecting, and that's right up my alley. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to do any of that stuff, but I got to tell you, man, it's you got to watch these people, and the main thing is man, you have to really watch with your eyes and listen with your ears, and that's why you have two sets and one mouth. So you keep your shit shut, listen, watch, and pay attention.
Said you didn't really trust anyone. Luke actually said he trusted you the most. In hindsight, and after everything you've done, is there actually someone from the whole cast that you think you could trust?
Absolutely. Let me tell you, Luke was out of his realm on the island. He had no idea about reality TV, and bless his heart, man. I mean, he was the old school, shake a hand, and I don't know what happened, between him and Sachel or not, but Luke is the guy that you shake a hand and you mean it, and you give him a word, you mean it. And that's some old school stuff, man. And I really respect it, But I tell you, a lot of the people though, man, I
Yeah.
mean, they're writing checks with their mouth that their ass can't cash. And I tell you what, I love it. But the only one I really trusted was three people: me, myself, and I.
There
And
you
that's it.
go. There you
But
go.
I would have probably shot something with Letty or Dr. Will if Luke didn't get out.
Yeah.
I mean, Luke was fishing and everything. He had no clue. He's a huntsman. He needs to go on. You know, what is it? Naked and Afraid. Not me, brother. So I think I'd rather play the damn banker, man, and control my own destiny like I did, because I thought that woman's alliance was coming, and with them two, and they won. I know my happy big ass mulligan would have been leaving. Either way, I did, but at least I went out on my own accord. Well, I pretty well knew the girls were going to target me because of the fact I felt that there was a woman's alliance brewing even before that. And I think that Poverty took a swing the first time with CK to try and get me out because she wanted to shield with Sydney. When she's telling me about how much she loves me and all that other stuff, I take it for a little bit.